свете есть добрые и славные, только сердце мое здесь, сердце знает главное. Стены древнего Кремля в отражении волжских вод. Это родина моя, это Нижний Новгород, обойду белый свет. Все дороги, пути, лучше города нет, лучше мне не найти. Пусть мелькают года, не печалься, родной, вместе мы навсегда. Нижний Новгород мой, здесь любовь свою нашел, мы на стрелке встретились. Да чего же хорошо, что любовь на свете есть.
Мне казалось, что в груди сердце не уместится,
И ждала нас впереди чкаловская лестница. Обойду белый свет, все дороги, пути, лучше города нет, лучше мне не найти. Пусть мелькают года, не печалься, родной, вместе мы навсегда. Нижний Новгород мой.
Всем привет. Hello, everybody. I've got a bunch of things I want to catch you up on this episode. One, you have no doubt heard of the new decree of the president of Russia, who has greatly simplified the process of moving to Russia with this new decree. There's some major developments here that I need to catch you up on, as well as on a related note, and you'll find out why, but the city of Nizhny Novgorod. Nizhny Novgorod, I have spent some time there and had some great meetings and some developments here. The governor of this region had already in mind to start welcoming Westerners to come to his region and offer a lot of support in this regard. As a result of this decree and a result of his preparation and foresight, they are now the #1 region that is ready to welcome Westerners to Russia, because a lot of these extra steps have been removed. They were already prepping. A lot of this stuff is still being worked out, but Nizhny Novgorod is already on top of the game. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Before we get started, I want to thank all of these wonderful people for their kind donations to support the channel. It was not my original intent to have this channel supported in this way, but many people were insisting that I put this link on because people are just very generous here and want to show their support in some way. And so I did put the link up, and I was always overwhelmed by the response. So very generous of all of you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I'm extraordinarily busy with my job and with the family and all of our normal day-to-day life, so my videos have been a little bit fewer and further between, so I apologize for that. So now I'm getting up there a few weeks after my last video, but I definitely want to keep this channel going. But in the meantime, you should definitely check out the Telegram channel. I'm able to put updates there a little bit more frequently than what I put up YouTube videos. And if you want to meet other people who are looking at moving to Russia, this is a great opportunity to discuss and share knowledge and that sort of thing. Just please be careful, as always. It is a public channel, so always keep your personal data private and don't be sharing it willy-nilly with just anybody. So let's jump into it. Давай. Oh, and I quickly want to show you a preview of another interview we did with Russian Road recently. Enjoy. This one, he was born very ironically on July 4th in Russia.
He wished for his independence.
From America. We got our RVP, so now we're temporary residents in Russia, which we're very excited about and allows me to work. We are the Schultzman family. We moved from the state of Kansas, USA, and now we live in Russia. So, many of you have already heard of this decree, but I think without experiencing the normal process firsthand, you will probably never be able to fully appreciate how amazing this opportunity is. As Americans, we're obviously not used to being the immigrants, rather more welcoming immigrants in the droves. Legally, this radically lowered the difficulty of foreigners moving to Russia. It's extremely generous. Essentially, this is normalized asylum for from everything that's going on in the world. Here's how it's supposed to work. So you get a 3-month visa if you're coming from one of these unfriendly countries. There are unconfirmed reports that say that this list will include the United States, countries of the European Union, Great Britain, Australia, and Japan. During this 3-month visa, they will make sure that you are who you say you are, make sure that you don't have a criminal background or anything like that, and make sure that you're in Russia, or you came to Russia for the reasons that this decree was made for. You'll provide all of your documents. You need to get them translated. You need to get them apostilled. Please seek help for this. Then, without taking a language test or a Russian history exam, the Russian government will let you temporarily reside, give you temporary residency for 3 years, while you are able to also prepare for next steps if you want to stay. So this would be permanent residency and citizenship that still have both of these requirements as it is right now. So that gives you plenty of time to start getting acclimated. You can still buy property and all that fun stuff. I cannot tell you how much red tape and difficulty that this decree eliminates despite all the wonderful help and assistance we got. It's really amazing. I should specifically mention Maria Butina here for her extraordinary help and intervention. We would not be here today, or at least as far along as we are right now, were it not for her direct help. So thank you very much. So what now? You have this great decree. What are you going to do with it? Currently, the effects of the law are being passed down to the immigration authorities right now, which is going to take some time for them to react and change their processes and all that sort of stuff. So that leads me to my second point. Nizhny Novgorod was a region in particular, like I said, that was already beginning to plan to open its doors to Westerners with traditional values, and that is amazing. They had already opened up and started an agency, put a gentleman from Germany there, Jakob, who's in charge of the agency, the director of the agency, and of course personally has been able to experience several of the difficulties that foreigners have had to deal with, you know, coming from a new country, moving to a new country, and is really extraordinary. So they've laid all this groundwork and are already welcoming people to Russia. They offer all kinds of help, and they're dedicated to a tailored approach for each person, individual, of course, most preferably for families. And even get assistance with getting set up from an employment perspective, for a housing perspective, locations, information, all this sort of stuff. So they have help for businessmen, entrepreneurs, farmers, or even IT specialists. It's basically like a relocation agency or something like this, but offered by the region of Nizhny Novgorod, being offered directly to foreigners. So I knew a couple of people who were involved with the project. I heard that the governor is kind of like a get it done kind of person and is one of the biggest projects and initiatives of his. And he put Jakob in charge. So I wanted to see what it was all about. Let me show you around the city. And then I'll let you in on a conversation that I had with Jakob over at the Oka agency. Really impressive stuff. Давай. I absolutely love this city. Nizhny Novgorod is one of Russia's most historic and vibrant cities, located at the confluence of the Volga and Oka rivers. This city has played a pivotal role in Russian history for centuries. First established in 1221 by Grand Duke Yuri II of Vladimir, Nizhny Novgorod was initially a fortress to defend against invasions. However, it quickly grew into a major trading hub, thanks to its strategic location on the Volga River. By the 19th century, it was known as Russia's pocket capital due to its importance in commerce and industry. Today, the city preserves its historical charm with its iconic Kremlin, which dates back to the 16th century and offers panoramic views of the rivers and the city. The city's rich architecture includes everything from ancient cathedrals to Art Nouveau buildings like the famed State Building, which is a must-see for any visitor. Nizhny Novgorod continues to thrive as a cultural hub with a blend of old and new, attracting tourists and historians alike. Let's go check out the downtown.
Я без Кати, дядя тебя.
in Nizhny Novgorod. We're checking out the city. It's actually a really impressively beautiful city. Really like it here. It's a very nice blend of new and old. It's got a really beautiful historical downtown and really nice people. This gentleman has been explaining to me a little bit about the city and about its history, so we're going to tell you a little bit more about that as we see the various different sites. Really appreciate it. Thanks. And this is just a really messed up goat. Привет. Good morning in Nizhny. We're going to go check out the Ministry of Breakfast, where it's never lunch, just always breakfast. Sounds like a good place to go to. Come on.
Joseph. Here's the Ministry of Breakfast. It's always breakfast. Even when it's lunch, it's still breakfast. Even when it's dinner, it's still breakfast. Come on to the Ministry of Breakfast.
So we ditched Polly and headed off to the Russian army store.
Да будет ночь, солдат, длиннее и тише дня. Храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята. на линии огня. Да будет день солдата без крови и потерь. Храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, особенно теперь. Когда одно лишь свято Россия и приказ. Храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, закрой от пули вас. Под дулом автомата, под смерти лютый вой. Храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята, храни вас Бог, ребята. На третий.
You have a big head. Yeah, I just realized. Look at the size of it thing. It's like an orange on a toothpick. Now I get to try what a Russian military on energy drinks tastes like. See what that's like.
What do you think, Joe?
Oh yeah, that's all right. Это Нижний Новгород. On there, it's like I think it's for keeping dragons from landing on the roof.
So Joe, just so you know, this is called the Baroque style, and it was just a period, like for about 100 years, when European influence came in and they started doing churches with more of this kind of Europe-inspired decorations.
So was the Baroque period the same period in Russia as it was in the rest of Europe?
No.
No, oh, it was like after.
This is like 17th century.
Ah, interesting. So like 50 years.
And so they're quite rare, these churches, and they're considered very interesting, like architecturally, because of this unusual style. You know what this is for?
The model?
Yes.
No, I don't.
For blind people. Oh. So that they can feel what the church looks like. Isn't that so cool? Yeah. See, it's got the grill.
Oh.
Аня, отходи, пожалуйста. Отойдите, пожалуйста.
And they don't have the crosses because they would break off because people would feel like touching one another.
That's the two brothers.
Like,
Пожалуйста.
That was a sick joke.
I know. Oh well. We'll find some we can eat later. So here we are at the Kremlin in Nizhny Novgorod. We've just gotten on top of the walls and we're going to go check out the museum. Let's go. Давайте. Недалеко de la rivière de Volga. Picture of the Volga. There's all the cities along the Volga. Quite the safety raising. Nobody's there. Maybe when there are less people around. The exhibition continues. Like my son says, this can kill 2 soldiers at once. Let's see where this goes. How's it going?
Good.
Fabulous.
Nizhny.
Thank you, thank you. Where are we at?
We are in the building which is Corporation of Development of Nizhny Novgorod region and plus АК Immigration Agency. Let's go inside.
Давай. Спасибо. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте.
Большое. Nice to meet you also. Thank you very much for your warm welcome here.
Yes, you're welcome.
So, Jacob, this is Olga. I can't read this in Russian yet. Can you tell me what this is?
Yeah, we are basically a recruitment agency covered by the Nizhny Novgorod region government. So we just opened, and what we are doing, or what we're planning to do, is we will support foreigners who are planning to move to Russia, who are planning to live and work here. So we are the #1 address who are able to and very much motivated to support those people.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you're a new agency, I understand. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. So what we are offering is a tailor-made consulting.
Okay.
When it comes to question in regards to immigration processes, this is kind of, you know, a specific topic, not only in Russia but everywhere. So we have a very, very good team, very nice and dynamic team who are very deep involved in all these processes. So we're able to give a very high qualitative and effective feedback to those people who need this support.
What kind of people are you looking for?
We are so we are very much welcoming people who have a high qualification background, who are specialists in the area they are working in.
Okay.
What we are also looking for whom we are looking forward, is to business people with money and with intention to doing business here in Russia.
Okay.
These people we will support. We can give or we will give legal consulting. We are having access to exclusive communities, business people communities. So we can also support in opening companies and also establishing business opportunities.
Okay.
In a very smooth and easy way.
So businessmen, entrepreneurs, and
exactly.
Specialists. Like what kind of specialists in what fields?
In any kind of fields, like engineering, manufacturing topics, etc. What we're also looking forward to support our farmers.
Okay.
We have a lot of lands here, and the local government is also talking about ideas like of installing like, you know, I'll call it like a farmer cluster.
Okay.
That's what they want to do. They want to build up a farmer community, and these people will get a lot of support.
Okay. And what kind of farming? Like, are we talking like fruit trees? Are we talking about livestock?
Livestock, yes. Livestock.
Looking at livestock. Okay, fantastic. And what's popular in the region? Is it cattle? Is it goats, sheep, all of the above?
I think there is no specific. There's nothing specific what we're talking about. This is like, you know, if you want to come here and to do farming stuff, you're welcome to do it.
Okay. And how about in the IT sphere? Do you have options and opportunities available there?
Yes. This region, especially Nizhny Novgorod, is I would say the center in Russia for this kind of direction.
Okay.
So IT specialists are very much welcome. The infrastructure is very much advanced, and these people are very welcome here.
Okay, oh, that's fantastic. Are you talking about like new IT companies, or are you talking about existing companies perhaps that are in Nizhny?
Both.
Both.
The
Okay.
existing and also new companies.
Who are some of the big names and examples of the big names that are here in IT?
It was headquarters of Intel Corporation used to be here in Nizhny.
Intel.
Intel was headquartered here.
So they're building an analog right now to Intel here?
They basically took it over.
Just took it over, okay. So this is...
I mean, I don't know all the details, but yes,
okay.
it's basically. And there are many IT specialists.
Okay. So, Jacob, what's your position here?
I'm the general manager. I'm the head of this agency. Started like 1 week before.
Okay,
so first week is already passed, and it's like so many information, so many positive feedback. We received tons of emails, requests after we did the first advertising about the opening of this agency. And we've received a lot of requests, especially from Germany.
Okay, oh, fantastic! So the Germans, you have a big German audience, or people who are interested in coming from Germany.
Seems so. I was very much surprised.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And in your background is it from? What is your background from? Are you from Germany?
Yes, I'm from Germany. I came 2016 to Russia, to Ekaterinburg. I was representing a company from Bavaria.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
From Bavaria.
Okay. Wasn't BMW?
No. It's a different one. But and we opened a subsidiary, and I took over the responsibility for this subsidiary. It was planned to stay like for two years, and I stayed until 2022.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
So, and then I decided to keep on staying here.
Okay.
So I stay with my family. I have 2 kids, and we really
Wonderful.
love Russia. So that's, and then I got the opportunity to support such a beautiful and perspective project. So I said yes, and today I'm here and talking with you about this.
That's fantastic. Now the German community, I hear that it is growing here. And
yes.
Do you have any numbers around that of how many Germans are already here?
We meet last week 2 Germans. This week, today we met already 1 German, and these people are representing like big communities. I would say hundreds for sure, right? Hundreds. And we received like, and this is only from this region. Yesterday I was talking to a German guy. He lives nearby Moscow.
Okay.
And he has also big communities. So it seems like there are a lot of communities spread over Russia, and these people live since years here, and they have like communication. They talk through different channels with the people who live in Germany and also in Europe, and there's a lot of traffic going on.
Sure.
I have to say.
Yeah.
I was really very much surprised about this.
That's amazing. Now, of course, Russia has a lot of history with the rest of Europe, with France and with Germany particularly. But I understand that there were many Russians that had immigrated to Germany, and a lot of those Russian Germans are coming back to Russia.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, this is a mixture. So these are the Germans with, who were born in Russia, in Soviet Union. They immigrated to Germany, and now they're coming back. But there are also a lot of Germans. They're coming, they're moving, they are migrating to Russia.
Okay, oh, that's fascinating.
Yes.
Now, these are communities that are coming from Germany. Are they communities of Germans coming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How are they organized? Is it around religion? Is it around ideology, a mindset, or anything like that? All of these things. Okay.
Yes. Every single person, every single family has its particular motivation to come or to move away from Germany or come to Russia.
Sure.
There's, I would highlight like the most topics or the most reasons why they're coming to Russia. It's because of the political situation. They are not very satisfied about traditional family values. So for me, for instance, as well, my kids are also raised like this.
Okay.
So for my kids, they know that there is a mother and that there's a father. Anything else is strange.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people who are thinking in the same direction.
Sure.
So then there's a lot of people who are coming because of their religion. They want to, because here they have the opportunity and the freedom to live and to live and think the way they want. So because Russia is very open and flexible in this. It's like you have more freedom and less topics, less negative topics, which are daily like having influence to you.
Absolutely. In America, we talk a lot about freedom of speech. We're very proud of this fact. And while you might be able to say these many things out loud, there are consequences, real life consequences to saying what you think out loud, especially if you have a conservative or a traditional background.
Really?
It's a big deal. A great example is for myself. One of the last things that happened before I left America, we were the FBI called us, who are traditional Catholics, has labeled us as domestic terrorists for our beliefs against the LGBT and all of these perverted ideologies that exist in America now. They're permeating society. Now we're labeled domestic terrorists for this. And so you
don't have the right to have your own point of view and your own way of you know, live and, and living and
that's
all
what's
that?
disappearing in America very, very, very quickly. If you subscribe to the ideologies that are kind of overtaking America right now, you can say whatever you want. Yeah, that's fine. That you have that freedom to that speech. It's just not freedom of all speech, if you will, or not least freedom after the speech, as they say. But so I came from America, and with kind of this being chased out of the country in a manner of speaking. And I know that there are many more Americans who are traditional Catholics, of people, the circles that I am in, are looking for new opportunities. It's a very concerning time. It came almost snuck up upon us in the last few years particularly, and they're looking for places to protect their children and to raise their families. And so in my journeys in talking with people back in America, looking for new places and opportunities in Russia where that might be a great place to have families, raise families and whatnot, and have the children be protected. Of course, a big question that comes up, or a lot of statements that people say in America are, well, in Russia, Catholicism is illegal.
Really?
Americans think this, that Catholicism is illegal in Russia. And of course, I come here, and I've never been to Russia before, and I come here, and I was like, wow, show me where this is. I have my own YouTube channel. I say very clearly that I'm a traditional Catholic, almost as part of my calling card, my introduction. Everybody says, wow, that's wonderful. That sounds amazing. You have, a big family, and you're here because of your traditional values. We welcome you here to Russia. I go to Catholic church inside of Moscow, not a problem. I understand that you also have a Catholic church here in Nizhny Novgorod, at least one. But we have, I'm hoping that there might be an opportunity that exists somewhere in Russia, because we're traditional Catholics, so we're not part of the mainstream prevailing thought inside the Catholic Church. We have much more ancient values that we subscribe to. That's, I would say, compared to the current hierarchy of the church that's promoting, gay values and all this sort of stuff, we're much closer to the Orthodox in this regard than our own hierarchy. So I'm hoping at some point there will be an opportunity to build a church that is about traditional values, and we have our own Mass in Latin here. And so this is currently the mission, the path that I'm on, is to go find a place where we can lay down roots so traditional Catholic families can come to Russia from America and other places.
Well, at this point I would like to invite you for having maybe closer discussion about this topic, about your request. I'm very much I think we can put this topic even on a higher level for people who can take a decision in regards to this topic. I think we can discuss this.
That would be amazing.
I think we should do it. If this is really a matter for you, if this is really a target, if you want to find a solution, I think here, this is the right place.
Okay. Well, we just got here, and we're really excited by what we see. It's a beautiful city. And
the weather is very nice.
Weather is very nice. There's no snow on the ground. It's a little hot, actually. Yeah, like you say. Well, that'd be fantastic. No, that'd be fantastic. We look very much forward to having more discussions about this. This is a very important topic. I understand that you have very lofty and ambitious goals for the foreigners that you want to bring here. But maybe alongside the Germans, maybe you'll find some new American settlers, if you will. So.
This is where people from Europe, not only from Germany, from Europe, from UK, from America, from New Zealand, from Australia. We are open for discussion, and we hope that more people like you will come. To see with their own eyes how this all works here, because being abroad and watching only nice TV shows or reading articles from people who write exactly what you need to know, but what does not really fit to the reality. So this is why I very much respect that you come by yourself with your friends and to see it with your own eyes, to create your own opinion, and to share it maybe also to other people who believes in you, and to understand that that you're doing a really nice project.
Well, thank you very much, Jacob. I think that you'll see more people that will come to visit your city and visit Russia in general. I know that there are several American families that are already planning trips this year.
Oh,
Where
great.
I come from, I'm the oldest of 12 children. My wife is number 4 of 13.
Respect to your wife.
Well, thank you very much. I only have 7 children. We just have a small family. But I come from a large family, and it's for traditional Catholics. Large families is a normal part of life. The town that I come from is an example, which is almost a completely traditional Catholic town. The most famous vehicle is a 15-passenger van. So we may have to work with maybe. I'm going to have you coming down to the Gauze factory and talk to what kind of vans we need to have manufactured for large families. So
we will find this.
Okay, sounds good. I look forward to it.
These Germans who are thinking about coming here maybe in large numbers, do they tend to be age-wise? Are they young people, middle-aged people, pensioners? Do you have a sense of what their ages are?
Well, at the moment, I have met people starting from 15 years old, and the oldest one was like around 60.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's all ages.
Yes,
all ages.
These are people now, like old school people, like 50 plus. And also young parents with kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is like a mixture. Mm-hmm. We will see. I'd also talk to my employees, like we have to make or create some kind of statistics. We'd like to see after maybe after 6 months. We have a lot of requests, as I said already. I think around 100 requests for coming to Russia. We have to see what kind of people these are, what profile, age, family status, etc. We have to see. This is also very interesting to me because I haven't thought that I've never thought that such a request is available for to move to Russia.
And also, you mentioned that some of them are coming because they're Christians, because of their religion.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of Christians they are? Are they Protestants, Catholics, or Orthodox?
Those whom I met are Catholics.
Really?
Yes.
Catholics from Germany.
Yeah.
Like Bavaria and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then last question. So as I understand it, Nizhny Novgorod is the first Russian region that is really making a big effort now to attract foreigners. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct.
Do you know why the government? I assume it's the governor wanted to do this. Do you know why he was the first one to do it? Like what is it about Nizhny that made it the first place to try and do this compared to all the other regions of Russia?
Well, this is my answer is this is probably my personal opinion, okay? Because I cannot talk for other people. But what I know from the governor of the Nizhny Novgorod region is that he is acting like an entrepreneur. So he sees opportunities. And he is not afraid to take also, let's say, brave decisions. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not only the tendency that people are interested to come to Russia. It's not only a fact that high qualified people are needed in Russia, but you also have to consider the fact that I'm German and I'm working in an agency which is owned by the government of Nizhny Novgorod. So this is like a very, how could I say, he's like a pioneer. So we are doing the first steps. Sometimes, tough times need to have tough decisions. And I think this is a very tough decision to establish such a structure, like an agency, to put a guy like me on the top of this agency to install a very, very good and progressive young team for this mission, for this project, and then to move forward and to see how it ends. And I think it will end up like in a very, very positive way.
Fantastic. How large is your team?
We are prepared. This is like a startup. I think we will start with around 40 people. I think that this team will be heavy loaded. We want to create a structure and to start acting systematically. You know, because the number of requests is very high, and if you start to treat everyone individually, you will end up like it will take a lot of time. So we have to learn. We have ideas how to structure it and to install processes in order to help the people coming to Russia in a very proper and effective way. Because most of them, you know, it's not like an investment. Like you invest money and then you wait and you see and you how the dynamics are. Some people, they really want to leave now. So they say, I want to leave now, please help.
Yeah.
What does that help look like? So obviously there's immigration support integrated in this.
Yeah.
What other kind of support do you offer?
There are, first of all, we are very much dedicated to the government rules. So there are rules and possibilities how you can enter Russia as a tourist, as an immigrant, as a person who wants to make money, like a businessman, okay, as a worker. There are different opportunities, and first we do an interview to indicate the background of the motivation of the people, why they want to come, and then we indicate which opportunities they have, because we have to follow the law there, and we have to follow the rules, and what we can do based on the competences we have, we can choose the right the right way to make it as smooth as possible to move to Russia.
Thank you so much, Jacob.
Yes, you're welcome.
All right.
So we went to take a goodbye walk down by the river. Honestly, this opportunity is amazing. I think Nizhny Novgorod is a great opportunity and certainly the main early adopter welcoming Western foreigners to Russia. They have a great team there, a forward-thinking governor, and many opportunities. My conversations are ongoing with Jakob and Timur, and I hope to return for more discussions in the near future. With God, all things are possible. If you have any questions more about Nizhny or any of this other content, jump on the Telegram channel and ask around. Talk to you soon.